Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. I'm in the thumb of Michigan, and I like to do videos on canning and vintage recipes and baking and just life here at Pike Creek Farm, and it includes letting the dog out when she barks like that. So today we're going to process some more of the corn, but I wanted to do something different. So there's a recipe in this ball book that I have been wanting to try. Eastern Shore Corn Relish. It has Old Bay seasoning in it. It has green pepper, sweet onion, apple cider vinegar, cucumber, sugar, salt, and peeled, diced, seeded tomatoes. So that's what I was working on, was the tomatoes. And my dad is working on shucking the corn, and we have to get that cut off the cobs. So I will bring you along once we have everything prepped, but that's what we're doing. And it says it makes 5-pint jars. And I'm gonna use more of the 12-ounce ones. I was just getting them ready. Just so I have a variety of sizes. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm excited to have it on my pantry shelf. So, and I am just opened up a new box of 4-jar canning lids. I do have a discount code down below, and I'll have to order more because this is 100, but I'll be going through them fast. I'll bring you back when we have everything prepped, and we'll put it together and jar it up. There's Dad cutting the corn and Missy hoping that he misses. And she cleans up the scraps. There's my tomatoes. I need to dice them. They are peeled and de-seeded as much as I could get out. And now they need to be chopped. And we have onions, cucumber, and peppers, and I'm going to use my chopper for those. I decided I'm going to use my chopper to chop these so that they get a little more uniform inside. The tomatoes don't get added until the very end. It's cooked partially, and then you add the tomatoes and cook it 10 minutes longer. Gotta lock it. Yeah, I think that will work. The tomatoes are done. I'm gonna set them aside because they don't get added in right away. Now we're gonna we need 2 cups of diced green pepper, and I'm gonna use the small blade for my chopper. This chopper, I do have a link down below, and it is great for canning. So let me see, it has measuring here. Need a little more. Need this other chunk.
It'd take you forever to chop the peppers like that.
Right, it would.
God, that thing works beautiful.
So now it gets dumped right in the pan. Everything except the tomatoes goes in this pan. So what is it? Corn. We have 4 cups of corn kernels that Dad took care of. Next, we need onion. 2 cups of sweet onion. So I have some candy onions here. But Vidalia would work, or any other sweet onion. We have 2 cups. So into the pot that goes. If you have never used one of these, the blades are very, very sharp, so be cautious when you get yours. I made a really nice checkerboard cut on my thumb when I first got mine, and it hurt the next day. Then we need 1 cup of unpeeled cucumber. Now, I'm gonna seed mine. I don't want, this one shouldn't have too big of seeds, but I'm gonna get any big seeds out of it. This did not specify what kind of cucumbers. Like a lot of the recipes will say Kirby or pickling cucumbers. This did not do that. So I'm gonna assume this is okay. Let's see how much we have. Missy is impatiently waiting in case there's too much, but it's exactly a cup. Let me get rid. I have chili going here for dinner. So here is the pot. I'm gonna add these. And next we will add all the spices and vinegar. And then we have to bring to a boil and reduce heat and simmer for 10 minutes, stirring often. It's gonna be pretty. First, 1 cup of granulated sugar. We need 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Oh, 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. I pre-measured that to make sure I had enough. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. This is a 1/2 tablespoon measure. So this is everything. I'm gonna put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and then turn it down to a simmer, and put the timer on for 10 minutes. Then we add the tomatoes and cook 10 more minutes. Then we jar it up. It gets processed for 15 minutes. I am gonna use my steam canner. I want to make sure all that Old Bay is mixed up. So I will show you what it looks like when it's cooking. It has 4 more minutes to go before I add the tomatoes. I really just don't want to see those last ears of corn go to waste. So there's still some more, so I might use another corn relish recipe just to compare. This one just sounded different to me with the Old Bay seasoning. I really like Old Bay seasoning, and they show it served with crab cakes. I thought, oh, with fish or anything, it would be so good. So that's why I picked this one for the first time. But I'm gonna look for some other ones, and maybe tomorrow I'll make a different one. Timer went off, so now we stir in the tomatoes. Sorry, you got steamed. And set the timer for 10 minutes. Something I noticed about this corn relish is it calls for fresh corn. You don't cook it at all at first. Most of the other recipes I've been looking at, you blanch the corn and then cut it off the cob and use that for the corn relish. So that does make this recipe a little different, and it saves a step. We are ready to jar it up now. We want 1/2 inch headspace. Let's get some liquid in there. Need a little more to get to the 1/2 inch. Clean that rim. It's also a great way to make sure you didn't miss a chip. Get our lid, which I did have in warm water, like 4 jars suggest. Ooh, it's hot. My steam canner has been heating up so that this is not cold. I don't want to set this hot jar on a cold steam canner. Debubble. Wipe the rim. You know, if you have kids, this is great for them to help you with this. Keep filling the jars. I'll let you know how many I end up with. Last jar is going to be a pint. Make sure I got everything out of here. And it's at Now, because I've done all different size jars, the processing time in the book is for pints. So I process for the pint time. Here's all the jars. Came up to temperature. I lowered the heat some so that it doesn't go crazy, so it stays nice and steady, and set my timer for 15 minutes. Here they are out of the canner. Well, the canner lit off after the 5 minutes. So let them sit a little bit and then move them. Hopefully they start sealing. Here the jars are the next day. I think it looks really pretty. And they all sealed. I already opened up this one because I had to taste it. And I'm sure the longer it sets, it will have more flavor, but it's really good. Let me show you. Let me see if I can. Ooh, I dropped my lid. Here it is. And look at that. It has that tang, that zip, I should say, from the Old Bay seasoning. Slight heat. Lots of crunch. Lots of flavor. We're gonna have steaks and potatoes and green beans, fresh green beans tonight, and I think this. It's gonna be great with fish, salmon patties, anything like that, on a rice bowl. It's really good. And I saw where someone from one of the extensions, they put Southwest seasoning in their corn relish. This recipe with some Southwest would be really good too, like for a more Mexican flair. So, corn relish. Going down in the pantry. Maybe another batch will be made. We have tomatoes. We have to do all the canning. But I am really happy to have this on my shelf. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you're going to make it. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.